Welcome back to Ride JBI. I'm JB. Today we're at Fox Raceway with our friend Cole Klein. We've been working with him for many years, doing suspension testing, getting feedback from him. Today we got him with his 2023 KTM 450 SXF. Unfortunately, it's all stock. We have yet to do any suspension for him. So poor guy's been ripping on this for a while. The reason we had him bring that is so that way he can ride his bike for a few laps, then jump right onto our Ride JBI bike. We got some nice JBI tuned cone valve forks in the front, but really the highlight of this video is focusing on the rear shock. For the past year and a half, we've done a lot of testing on our fork options for these KTMs, on our air fork, on our WP, and on our KYB stuff. And we've gotten some really good results. So about the last 6 months now, we've been focusing a lot on the rear shock. And today we're gonna utilize Cole's testing abilities and have him jump straight from his bike onto our bike and then share his experience with that. You excited for today, man?
Yeah, pretty excited. Hopefully we notice some good differences.
Yeah, you rode this setup once in the past. It was a different shock setting, but these forks, and you were really pumped on.
It was way better. So dampening was better. The progression of the fork was better. With these air forks, you don't really have much progression in the stock fork versus the Ride JBI setup. You get a lot of progression, a lot better feedback. Bike just feels way more in control.
Cool. Well, I'm excited for you to try out the latest stuff that we got and get your feedback.
Sweet.
So we're going to change and go ride. The track is looking awesome today. All right, guys, we are back. We had a really fun day of riding. I'm not really going to say much because most of you just want to hear from this guy. So you got a chance to start the day off on your bike, ride that for a while, both the main track and the vet track, and then you got to jump on the JBI bike right afterwards. So give us your feedback, man.
The JBI bike's definitely going to be a lot more stable. There's better positive feedback with it. So on an initial, your front end's going to feel light on a stock WP fork with the air fork. But with this, you have a little more weight, which actually helps you through the air, through the corners, just all around better. And you actually have progression to the fork. So when you go to bottom out, you're actually getting stiffer as you go down versus the air fork where you're just same feel all the way through. You're over jumping and you're going to bottom out. Where this, you don't feel like you're bottoming out, but you use the whole stroke, which is really cool.
Thank you for the feedback on the WP cone forks that we have. What do you think about the shock setting that we're working on?
The shock is night and day different. So you have a lot more plushness, but at the same time, you have that more bottoming just like the forks do now. So when you sit on a bike, you want it to drop down evenly. You don't want to be raked out or stink bugged. Some of the Yamahas have some stink bug to it. Where this now, it's even front and rear. You have amazing feedback and you're not struggling with bottoming out all the time like the stock KTMs do. So definitely a lot better.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I've really been working on the, let's say, sensitivity of the bike, meaning how well it sticks to the ground. No matter what I've done with the shock, we've always gotten it better than stock, but compared to the Japanese bikes, I felt like it was just always a little more chattery, especially accelerating out of corners. It seemed like our Japanese setups would always just stick to the ground better, and no matter what, we just couldn't get the KTMs to work as well, with the exception of utilizing the track shock. That would definitely help, but that's obviously triple the cost. So I've been working really hard trying to get the OEM shock to work as good, and I think we're really creeping up on that.
Oh, yeah, we're there.
To me, the KTM almost feels like a Japanese bike now,
100%.
in terms of just the handling.
Yeah, even after riding the 23 or 24 Cowie today too, just to see, it is there now. You're not getting beat up with your lower back. You come out of a corner and you're just feeling chop. You're not feeling that on the JBI bike. You're actually feeling the suspension work versus getting tossed around the bike and going home at the end of the day with lower back pain, you know? So
big time. Well, dude, I appreciate the feedback. Thank you for all the help over the years. We've been at it for
10, 12 years at least.
Yeah, for quite a while now. So it's been really fun working together, especially, I think we first started when you were on the Kawasaki. And then we did some more work on the Honda. And then you got the KTM. So you and I have been quite a good team and getting some good bike settings. And it's been fun for me to bring you the bikes and you can see them evolve over time.
Definitely.
I remember when you first rode our KTM and we were working on the forks and you were stoked on that.
Yep.
And now you get to see the whole
now
thing
we have
put
the rear
together.
end figured out, which is
Yeah.
night and day. You need that.
Yep.
So the front's got to work as good as the back. Can't have one working better than the other, essentially.
Well, dude, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. All JBI suspension services and parts can be found at ridejbi.com.